If you own and operate a local service-based business and you're trying to grow and scale in 2025 and beyond using Instagram ads and content, then this training is for you. So let's dive right in. Let me know if this rings a bell. You're feeling invisible in your own city even though you know you do excellent work. You've been burned by big, expensive marketing agencies that promised the world yet just could not deliver. Or your business relies on word of mouth just to stay afloat, whether that is through BNI, networking groups, or you're just hoping that you can get referrals for your next client. Or you're not able to take your eyes off the business for even a second to get a decent vacation in because you're so focused on working in the business, trying to get new clients that you can't even enjoy your life. Listen, I get it. I've been there and I've seen tons of businesses in the same exact spot. I've worked with tons of businesses at this point, right? And the number one thing I hear is I know my service is good. My clients are happy. I just need more of the right people to actually show up. The problem isn't your service. It is your system. Having a real marketing system will change that. So if you've wasted hours trying to learn how to market your business on Instagram or spent thousands a month on a marketing agency to have little to nothing to show for it, then let's pull back the curtain. I'm going to break down exactly what works for service-based businesses using Instagram ads in content. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Andres Garcia, and I earned a full ride scholarship to the University of New Mexico and a reserved spot into its medical school. But after graduating in my degree in biology in 2023, I chose to start my marketing agency instead. I've earned over 20 million views across 3 different platforms, not only for myself, but for my clients as combined. And I've helped 30 plus local service businesses scale with the booked and branded framework. So here's what you should know. You don't need a post every single day, you don't need a giant following, and you definitely don't need another bloated marketing agency draining your bank account. What you need is a system that places fresh, qualified leads at your doorstep every single day. That's why I developed the booked and branded framework. So, how does it work? Here is a basic overview of what our system looks like. Some pretty cool colors and shapes, right? But I'm actually going to break this down into phases for you as far as like how we go about implementing this for our clients and why it's so valuable for them. And so phase 1 is our done for you video ad production. Phase 2 is our launch local ad. And then phase 3 is our content strategy system. And then phase 4, retargeting ads. And phase 5, DM workflow plus systems. So let's get more granular with the details on these phases. So the done for you video ad. So in this phase, we'll actually write a proven ad script for you because a winning ad is all about what you say. I've seen so many people be concerned about what their ad looks like visually, what the editing looks like, what the filming looks like. Is that stuff important? Sure. But the number one thing that is the most important thing about any ad is about what you say in the ad. People need to make sure that it's memorable, that you're actually drawing on what their pain points are, and that people feel that you can actually help them solve that pain point with your service. And so we've studied hundreds of ads at this point, and we've seen what works, what doesn't work. I've tested over, hundreds of ads for myself. And so I have a good idea as far as what works and what doesn't on social media to actually get a return on your ad spend. And so next, we'll actually film your ad for you. We'll capture the content backed by over 10 years of combined videography experience, as well as we'll edit this video on your behalf as well. Make sure the polish looks really nice and is ready to go for social media. So I know I just said that the filming and editing is really more supplementary to the actual scripting, and I 100% fully stand by that. That said, I still think that we want to get these ads up for you as soon as possible. And so most business owners, they're busy. They don't want to actually film their own ads. They don't want to have to edit their own ads or script their own ads. That's why we will handle this entire piece for you. We'll clue you in on exactly what we're doing, and so that you could use these ads for the remainder of your business if you wanted to, and you could actually use the same system that we're using to script, film, and edit on your own behalf after we're done working together. So next, we have our phase 2, which is our launch local ad. And in this part, we'll actually guide you step by step on how to set up your own Instagram ads. That way you learn how to run your own ads. That way you never have to rely on another marketing agency again. Just turn on the ads when you want more work, and whenever you're feeling overwhelmed or you want to go on vacation or something, you can just pause the ads, and then whenever you get back or you want to get some more work, just turn them back on. We keep it super simple. This system is designed to work for you and for you not to become a slave to it, right? So phase 3 is our content strategy. We will help you develop a content strategy that builds trust with your local audience and positions you as the go-to authority. We will do it with just a few pieces of content without you needing to be some sort of influencer online, right? We're not going to have you do TikTok dances on Instagram or none of that shit, right? So we will help you put together a lead magnet giveaway and educational content that turns followers and just turns that engagement into real sales in your business. And that's all done on Instagram using strategic content. Phase 4 is our retargeting ads. This is where we will retarget your followers and the local community who has been engaging with your content and your ads. And we'll actually, because since they already know you, retargeting turns more of them into paying clients, because most people don't buy your service or product or whatever. They don't just buy it from seeing your ad once. People need exposure to it, right? I think it takes like 7 different touch points for somebody to actually become a client. And so that's why we use ads that are open to direct messaging you. So we'll actually set up the ads in the retargeting ads phase so that these leads are messaging you directly. You can start a conversation and actually book them in as a new client. All right. Phase 5 is our DM workflow and systems. We'll help you handle new DMs with a simple process. And if you're new to Instagram, DM stands for direct message. And so we'll have a specific talk track and framework that we'll walk you through that helps convert that cold traffic or that cold lead into an actual booked phone call or sales call. And from there, you can handle it from there to turn that into a real sale and client in your business. Next, we'll help you qualify those leads and help you drive bookings and sales, because with these ads, you're going to get tons of attention. You're going to get tons of people who are following your page, messaging you, commenting, all that stuff. But we actually want to set up a little bit more friction and filters so that we're getting the right kind of people on your calendar. Next, we will help you delegate the role as volume grows so you can focus on your business and you're not having to direct message people all day, every single day, that you could eventually outsource that and just get booked appointments and just book sales calls essentially on a weekly basis. And so that is what the phases look like. But here are some bonuses that we also include. So we actually optimize your Instagram profile for you, and with that, so think of it like this. Let me zoom out a bit, right? Your Instagram profile is essentially like a website nowadays. People are gonna go, they're gonna see your ad, they're gonna click on your profile, they're gonna see your page, right? They're gonna see your profile picture, they're gonna see your bio, they're gonna see your links, they're gonna see whether I could call this person, message this person. I'm gonna see where they located at. We want to make sure that we have the proper pin post. There's so many different things that go involved into making sure that a business profile on Instagram is set up to look legit and that it's designed to turn cold traffic into a new sale for you. So we'll actually walk you through step by step what that would look like, not only generally, but we'll work with you directly to make sure that you're implementing that for your business and so that you can close more deals on Instagram. Next, we'll have a tracking system so you can scale with confidence. What this means is being able to understand what your numbers are. We want to understand what our KPIs are, right? Our cost per lead. What is our cost per lead? What is our cost per acquisition? You know, if we're spending $1 on ads, how many dollars are we getting back, right? We're knowing our return on ad spend, knowing our ROI. We have a tracking system that we use not only internally, but we help our clients implement for their business, and so that they can understand if I'm putting in $1 into Instagram and it's getting me worth, $3, $4, $5 back with clients, as far as like dollars back worth of clients, we got to spend more on ads, because that way we could actually scale up that way, right? You're actually getting paid to get new clients, which is crazy. And the next part is the built-in accountability to keep you on track with the system. We'll be having check-ins, right? We'll have direct access to me and my team through direct private messaging, as well as one-to-one calls for personalized support. We'll have weekly Q&A calls to answer anything you need, as well as access to course modules for step-by-step guidance. Listen, guys, I am not a course seller. That said, I always refer back to videos when it comes to my own personal life and education and growth. And so we're actually going to teach you, we're going to hop on one-on-one calls, and we're going to walk through the system for you so you get a very personalized approach when it comes to growing and scaling your ads, your content on Instagram to get more clients. That said, we're going to provide you these course modules so that you can reflect back on them so that you know exactly how to run your own ads, create your own content. Some clients, they don't use it. Some clients do. what we really just have it there for is just something that you can reflect back on, and so that you could run your own ads and you just know what to do, right? If you forget something, go watch the modules, right? So this is an overview of what the booked and branded system looks like. Again, we'll develop that ad together. That's going to help you get more followers. With the new followers, we need to engage them with a content strategy. But now that we have all this attention, we need to run some direct retargeting ads. And that's going to result in inbound messages, ultimately get some sales calls, and get some more clients out of it. Now you may be asking, but does it work though? Let's take Brenda from BCC Bookkeeping. Brenda recently started her business and came to our program pretty optimistic. She was hoping to reach her client goal in just 6 months to a year. Our booked and branded framework overtook that goal in just 1 month. Lead flow was so dramatic that she requested we stop the ads because they had to close so many deals they had no more room left in their calendar for the foreseeable future. She invested just $500 in ads and gained well over $6,000 in deals over that time period. That is a 12x return on ad spend. The lifetime value of those new clients could be worth tens of thousands, if not even more, right? Those are monthly reoccurring clients of hers. So just from a small investment and a dialed in strategy, she was able to get that. And so here's some client wins that we have. This is from Brenda, as well as our new clients. Brandon from BT Sons and Construction, they're crushing with the ads, as well as Adolfo from Elevation Roofing. Probably one of the best marketing moves to date from the company. They're crushing it right now. So let's move on. So Davery from Silhouette Med Spa. After working with us for several months, Davery has doubled their Instagram following, quadrupled engagement, seen a major increase in sales and local awareness, and by combining educational content, direct to offer ads, and a targeted giveaways, she's attracted a steady flow of new clients, and today her business is not only gaining attention by the local community, but it's also staying fully booked. Or CPLC New Mexico. CPLC is one of the largest nonprofits in the Southwest, serving over 2 million people annually across Arizona, California, New Mexico, Texas, and more. We manage their social media for the New Mexico chapter and by building their local identity and presence. Over the past year, we've been creating content for them and ads that has helped them gain over hundreds of thousands of impressions in the New Mexico region alone, and they have an amazing cause, and so this is something I'm really proud of. And we've also worked with so many different industries like bush injury law. We've worked in the real estate space. We've worked with multiple med spas, chiropractors, roofing, and so much more. So if you're tired of spending ridiculous amounts of money on a one-size-fits-all marketing agency that just doesn't get it right, or spinning your wheels on wasting hundreds of hours trying to do it all on your own, or tire kicker leads that have no real interest in doing business with you, and a never-ending battle with competition that always leads to lower prices and less trust in your local industry, or not knowing if you're just going to burn out completely because this whole thing is just overtaking your life, then book a demo call below. Click the button below and fill out some questions, book in a call with us. We'll actually walk you through an exact custom game plan that we'll put together for you, and so that you can scale with confidence and know exactly how to move forward. Worst case scenario, you just take the stuff that we go through on that call and you implement it yourself, or if you like, our team can actually implement that for you. And so book a call below if you want to learn more information, and I look forward to hearing from you.